What's up, my people? Eunice here, Flesh and Blood Europe. Yeah, we got another day with another interview. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here in Germany. I was working till 5 o'clock, and then, I had this interview today because our guy comes from New Zealand, and there is now 7 p.m. So I had to set the clock at this time so he can be online as well because I didn't want this whole interview being too late for him. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning here and it's 7 p.m. over there in New Zealand. And yeah, he's here. I just gonna invite him to the video chat. Let me check that. Wait. How can I get him in? There he is. Let's see if it's gonna work. I hope. There he is.
Hey man.
And how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Excuse my messy hair.
Nice to have you here.
Workout.
How's the weather?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's a bit darker now. It's a bit gloomy, but you know.
Yeah, we got a stormy weather over here. Pretty stormy.
Oh wow, dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to the winter days now. It's gonna be, I think from next month we're gonna get the snow and stuff. So we're getting ready for the Christmas time.
Oh man, no, that sounds beautiful. I wish it snowed here.
You live in a beautiful country, so I would love to be in New Zealand with all those precious and colorful birds and stuff, and yeah, and the
Yeah,
whole Lord of the Rings.
yeah. That was definitely my thought. Like, trading card game fan and like.
Yeah, that's it. So would you please introduce yourself for our fan base?
Oh, well, hello everyone. My name is Yen Lee, and yeah, I'm an artist. It's weird to say that I'm an artist because I've only started working professionally since 2019, so I'm still quite green and fresh. And Flesh and Blood was actually one of the first jobs I did. I went to an art convention and showed off my portfolio, and
Right.
Robbie contacted me like maybe a week later, asking if I want to do some cards, and of course I said yes, and yeah, here I am.
Very nice. And do you play yourself any of the TCGs? So Flesh and Blood or I don't know, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh or something.
No, unfortunately, like I am notoriously bad at card games. My girlfriend even like tried to get me to like play like simple card games, like old poker card games, but I'm just so bad at it, like
Yeah.
when it comes to trading cards, I just like pretty pictures. I'm
All
a
right.
pretty cool guy. I'm like a monkey, see pretty picture and I'm impressed.
We have a little problem with your video. I see. I can listen to you, but I don't see your video. Maybe we have it. Ah, now I see you again. That's it. We got it back.
Awesome.
So yeah, awesome. We got it. And let me get to our next question because I wrote it down this time because, as I said, it's early in the morning. My head doesn't work after 12 hours of work. I had just come over at home and I said, okay, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I have at 8 o'clock this meeting, and if I go to sleep, I'm gonna look like shit in this interview. So I haven't sleep. So yeah. How would you describe your art? Is it like more the modern or something
Ooh,
like
that's a pretty tricky question because I
yeah,
feel like my art
I
changes actually really often.
Right.
But I think in terms of the flesh and blood stuff I did, I've always had like an interest in old school fantasy art, especially like, you know, Frazetta, Brom, Justin Sweet, like people who worked on like very old like magic cards and such.
Yeah.
And so I've always had influence from them. And like I said, I always feel like my art is changing, but when I look back at my influences and why I started drawing, I could kind of trace, I guess, my interest. And like I always loved, you know, old video games like Diablo, Doom,
All right.
kind of dark, bit demonic stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But I haven't seen so many demonic and so bloody stuff in your art. So there's many warriors and different types of fantastic worlds. But it was just like the two cars that I saw from Flesh and Blood. They said with the runes and the blood and stuff is like more bloodier than the other stuff that you do.
I'd say so. I think back then I definitely did a lot more things like that. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, back then I was like very interested in like body horror and like
All right.
like movie like monster designs, and I just
Okay.
like love like weird anatomy and everything. Like those kind of like bulgy shapes just really caught my eye, and I watched a
Yeah.
lot of, you know, the Alien movies.
Yes, yes, sure.
Yeah, I love like going on YouTube and watching like the behind the scenes of all that, like practical effects and everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
I would actually have loved to make those things in real life, but I couldn't. So, you know, it's not the same, but I think that's where my interest came from. Just 80s practical effects for sure.
Yeah, awesome. And I was wondering when I saw this reduced to rune chart. You know that rune over there, and I mean, is that I was wondering, do you hide some messages sometimes in your art that you say not everybody gonna, maybe someone's going to find it, but like no, I had chicken today or something. Like this hidden message in my art. Let's see if someone's gonna find it.
I haven't done it like that, but I've definitely like drawn like some like pixel size like little scribbles and doodles of like people's names and stuff in there for fun. But, you know, nothing that people can actually decipher. It's more just like in jokes with me and yeah, my
Yeah,
friends that I work
yeah.
alongside.
Who inspired you most in your life?
Ooh, artistically or just in general?
Artistically.
Artistically, man, that's a difficult one. Well, like earlier on, I said in terms of fantasy art, I really love Brom. Just like the sort of character designs that he made, like kind of dark, a bit creepy, but also elegant and beautiful. I really like that. And when I was learning to draw as a teenager, I really loved Jim Lee, the comic book artist, if you know who that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. All
Yeah.
right. Do you read many comics?
Not anymore, but I read so many as a teenager.
Yeah.
That's all I did. I just went to the public library and yeah, borrowed like DC and Marvel comics, and I would just sit there and like, read days and days and days, and like go online and go on YouTube and like watch videos of like them drawing, and yeah, I was obsessed. I'd say my favorite is a toss up between Batman Hush by Jim Lee or The Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller.
Yeah, awesome ones. Yeah. Did you always want to be an artist?
I'd say after I read Batman Hush as a teenager, yes.
I want to do that.
Yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to draw big buff guys punching each other. And
What's your favorite own art that you ever made?
ooh, this is kind of a cliche answer, but the next one, whatever's my next drawing, is my favorite. I love new challenges and learning new tools and new things. And I think,
are you someone who wants to be perfect? Who says, I finish a work, and I always look back and say, I could have done this better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm always like that. The only thing that makes me stop drawing an image is time constraints. I'm like, okay, I have to get this done so that it's done. Otherwise, I could just draw the same thing like forever. You know, you can keep noodling it, changing the shape to make it cleaner, or like add more gesture here, or like render something up better. Or
Yeah.
it's endless.
What are you working right now at the moment?
Oh, I am working on some NFT projects with some friends actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I can't really say anything about that.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's always top secret.
Yeah, but it's this exciting new frontier, and it's, you know, with people I enjoy working with. So that's probably the most I can ask out of any job. You know, good people, a good team
Yeah, yeah.
contributes to a healthy lifestyle that I like to live out.
Will you work with Flesh and Blood again someday with Story Studios, or don't you know, with the Legend
Possibly.
Story Studios?
I actually just left a full-time job in the game studio like a few weeks ago. So I am actually looking for freelance work. So maybe I would hit them up, and if they have any cards they'd like me to illustrate, I would love to do it.
Very nice. We would love
Yeah.
to see more cards from you, more art from you. And what's important as an artist? Is it more the self-criticism or self-confidence?
Whew, that is a tricky question. I think it's case by case basis for sure. Because there's so many people that I see are completely amazing, and they're so humble. You know, like my workmates from my last job, I would say like,
Mhm.
"Oh my God, like this is amazing painting," and they would just be like, "Oh yeah, it's all right," you know. And you get people who, you know, need a bit more time, like learning, and that, you know, they enjoy the creation process so much that they don't really find time to, like, you know, criticize, which is actually good. I like that mindset of just pure creation without the criticism. So I think it kind of goes in cycles where you'll feel really confident about what you're doing and you'll create a lot of work, and then
Yeah.
suddenly you'll come to the stage, and at least for my life, in which I'll be like, wait, everything I do sucks. And then I'll be super critical and try and iron out all those problems. And after all of those are ironed out, I'll be like, wait, I'm really good. And then I'll draw stuff like a little bit, or, you know, a couple of weeks, and then I'll be like, oh wait, this isn't so good. And then the
That's so
cycle,
cool.
like it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's like the four seasons. It just keeps on cycling and cycling.
Yeah, yeah. If you would be able to work, let's say for a movie, draw the pictures for a movie, this making of a movie, which movie would it be?
Ooh, would it be a movie that exists or not?
Um,
Like an
you
existing
can
IP?
decide. You decide.
Hmm, movie.
I mean, you were talking about Alien, for example.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, like, because recently I'm thinking I love, you know, any project, you know, as long as the person pitching it to me is passionate. But recently I also had the thought of appealing to my inner child, you know, like if 8-year-old Yen saw, you know, current 29-year-old Yen working, like what would he be most excited about, you know? So yeah, maybe Aliens, Blade Runner, Terminator, Predator, you know, any id Software franchise. I mean, this is into the video games area,
Yeah,
but something like Doom or Quake or something, like little
yeah.
child would be so stoked.
Awesome,
He'd be
awesome.
so proud, you know.
Very nice. And there are many people that I see trying to get into working as a freelancer. Is there something that you say you can give them, that you say they're easier, they will make their way to become a good artist easier, or is it just everybody has to know, or there is not the way to become a good artist or successful artist?
Hmm. I'd say there are a lot of factors, but if I could say just one thing, it would be to surround yourself with people that you want to be like. I think I spent a lot of time just learning through random YouTube videos, blogspot posts on just, random kind of like scans of like art books and stuff. But I've learned definitely the most from good artists around me.
Yeah.
Because communication is just so quickly, like I could just like ask them a question and they'll just like fire it right back, and they'll, you can't beat, face-to-face communication.
Yeah. Have you ever given up on a work that you said, yeah, I can't do that? Or just in the middle, just break it and say, nah, I can't do that. I stop it. It's just, nah, not working.
Yeah, definitely. Or and I kind of have to like step back from the work and like, get, someone else that kind of goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about, where I do need, good people around me to help out, because often I would feel stuck, but someone else would like give me a very obvious solution.
Yeah.
But no, I can't say I've fully given up, because I can't just give up. That's not really an option.
That's good.
I definitely have been so frustrated, in which I'm just like, like I just need to drop it and do something else for a while.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure. And it's always good to have the face of the artist behind the art and the card. And I always speak for our the whole community when I say that we love all our artists, and thank you for making this beautiful art for our beautiful cards. And Legendary Studios wouldn't be what it is without you guys. So thank you, and thanks for your time.
I would just be a guy, like drawing in notebooks, unless other people were enjoying it, and I'm glad that pictures I make are meaningful to other people. That's more than I can ever ask for.
Thank you very much. I wish you a good evening, and I hope to see more from you soon, or someday in Flesh and Blood or somewhere else. Thank you very much.
No, thank you for your interest. Have a good day, man.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.